And in Houston tonight, an immigrant rights protest ended peacefully on the Dunleavy Bridge over the Southwest Freeway. They say government agents are not welcome here. Katira Winfrey spoke with a group that says they will maintain their commitment to document ICE encounters, and they explain what the rules of engagements are to keep everybody safe. Katira?
Hey Lynn, these volunteers that document ICE encounters are known as observers. There are many people who serve as observers around Houston, and there's growing concern that if it can happen in Minneapolis, it could happen here.
ICE out of Houston!
Tensions are boiling over in response to ICE activity around Houston and the country, and community members have a lot to say about it.
ICE out of Houston!
A crowd of dozens joined forces to express fear and frustration, using the recent shooting death of Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis to bring them closer.
So we encourage people to keep recording. We encourage people to try to do the best, but also take care of themselves.
This protest a stark contrast to what federal leaders have to say.
These individuals had followed our officers all day, had harassed them, had blocked them in.
Fiel is an immigrant advocacy and civil rights group and says when ICE operations began in Houston, they developed a community observer team, dedicated volunteers who span out when reports and rumors of ICE activity come in to film, document, and report what happens.
We always tell them not to interfere and things like that. Unfortunately, on the street, there's a lot of variables.
Similar groups of observers, Fiel says, are found around the country. However, its teams are trained to never escalate, never interfere, but document.
We heard that she was a community observer, and basically the concerns from our group was that. Obviously, if it can happen to somebody, it can happen to somebody somewhere else in the United States.
With the news of Good's death, the observer team bombarded Fiel with questions, concerned about their safety, some with enough concern to back out.
A lot of them were really shocked by what happened, and a lot of them were concerned.
An investigation into what happened in Minneapolis remains open, along with the contentious debate of who's right and wrong.
It was used as a weapon, and the officer feels as though his life was in jeopardy.
And again, Fiel is advocating for ICE to stop operations in Houston and says if you choose to be an observer, there are a lot of variables, but again, its team is trained to never escalate or interfere. Mia.
Katira Winfrey in the newsroom. We'll take it from here. Thank you.